And good afternoon and welcome to Memorial Gymnasium on the campus of Henry Ford College. It is time for Henry Ford Hawks basketball, this time the men, as they take on Owens Community College out of Toledo, to be more specific, to Perrysburg, Ohio. Henry Ford comes in the record 1-0, while the Owens Community College Express come in. This is their first game of the season. And let's get you the starting lineups. First for Owens, number 2, Sadiq Haig. Number 4, DeMar Moore. Number 13, Jordan Dotson. And number 14, Tariq Palmer. And rounding out the starting 5, number 55, Jordan Ziegler. For Henry Ford, number 0, Calvin Marshall out of Western. Had a great game yesterday. Omar Ziegler, the stalwart from Martin Luther King High. Number 2, Amari Allen out of Hamtramck High School. Number 8, Gerald Dotton III. And rounding out the starting 5, Devon Smith-Johnson, number 11, who'll be jumping center. Here's the tap. And it goes to Allen. Henry Ford will be going from left to right on your TV screen. Allen kicks it out to Marshall. Miss. But Allen did what he did yesterday. Started off at the first hoop. He's got that distinction. First 2 games, scored the first basket. Mari Allen, Henry Ford 2, Owens nothing. Owens likes to run. You're going to see both teams. And a nice drive to the basket by number 1, Sadiq Haig. Marshall, long 3. Henry Ford was 19 of 31 from 3 against Lakeland last night. A whopping 75 points in the second half. An explosion. 130-84 winners over Lakeland. Same conference these guys play in. Pull up. It's number 4. DeMar Moore on the miss. Allen. Mari Allen out of Hamtramck was at Mott last year. Down here, Henry Ford. Ziegler muscled his way to the basket, but there's a foul. Number 4, DeMar Moore. His first, the team's first. Number 11. Ziegler in there tough with the rebound. And the possession arrow favors Owens. That was Devon Smith-Johnson fighting underneath for Henry Ford, the 6'7" sophomore out of Cleveland, Ohio, Cleveland Heights High School. Hag dropped it off to 14, Tariq Palmer. He missed it. Here comes Henry Ford. That's Ziegler. He missed it. Rebound. Number 8, Dotton Jr. or Dotton III. There's a layup. 4-2 Henry Ford. Just that quick. 2 dribbles. Owens is down and ready. And just like that, Sadiq Hag with a 3-pointer. And Owens has a lead. 5-4. Ziegler, long 3, no good. Long pass. That went Hag to Moore to Tariq Palmer. 7-4 Owens. Allen, around the top of the key, kicks it out to Dotton III for 3. And they're going to be talking the whole game. And I tell you, they didn't like that. Technical foul, number 8. They're going to call that tech. And I think they're doing something that in the last game, the women's game, the officials did not do. Get control of it early. Enough of the talking, play ball. 13 on the stripe, misses it for Owens. That's Jordan Dotson. Take another shot. and he hits it. 8-7. Nice long three by Dotton the third, but don't need all the talking is what the officials are sending a clear message. And that's a turnover. So Henry Ford will get the ball going down. 8-7. They trail. Allen weaves his way through traffic. There's a layup. 9-8. Very impressive with his, very impressed with his offensive skills. They go inside, right back. Jordan Dotson on the bucket. There's a push on number 13. Jordan Dotson to the bench goes number 1, Sadiq Haig. Into the ball game is number 3, Joshua Johnson. At the line, number 11 for Henry Ford, Devon Smith-Johnson. And all of a sudden, Henry Ford's got the lead on the three-point play. 12-10. Sigler's going to be called for the foul. $12-10 is the score. Henry Ford leads Owens. You missed it. The women's game was a blowout in favor of Owens Community College. Allen pull up. Off, no good. Rebounded by number 13. Dotson gives it up to DeMar Moore. DeMar Moore directing traffic, being guarded by Allen. There's a screen by Jordan Dotson. Cross-court pass to Ziegler. Jordan Ziegler. Got 2 Zieglers on the floor, 1 on each team. They're going to call a foul on number 2. Amari Allen is called for the foul for Henry Ford. Moore gives it to Joshua Johnson. Joshua Johnson passes over to 14 to Reg Palmer. Palmer gives it up to Moore. Moore back up top to Palmer. Palmer drives the lane, looked to pass it, probably should have shot it, turned it over. Allen up the floor to Dotton the third. And Calvin Marshall. Calvin Marshall went off last night from three-point range and kind of busted things open. 15-10, Henry Ford. Nice shot by DeMar Moore, 15-12. You want to know about last night? I'm going to tell you, as Allen drove to the basket. 19 of 31 shooting. 42 out of 68 for the game, 51.5% for Henry Ford. As number 21, he's not on our roster. Let me check and see. Checks in for the Express. That is Machi Johnson. There's Allen. Shot up, no good. Moore. I want to tell you that Henry Ford was at a torrid pace last night. And Calvin Marshall, 5 of 8 from 3. There's a steal by number 4, DeMar Moore. Moore gives it up to Johnson. Johnson drains it. Timeout. Owens, 15-14. They take a timeout, so we're going to take a timeout, a full timeout. With 14:25 left in the first half, the score, Henry Ford College 15, Owens Community College 14. This is the Henry Ford College Athletics live stream on YouTube. We are back at Memorial Gymnasium. Eric Pate, Henry Ford College Athletics. It's the men's team, men's basketball. Score, Henry Ford College 15, Owens Community College 14. Dot in the third, gives it up to Allen. He's being guarded closely by number 55, Jordan Ziegler. I wonder if he's related to Omar Ziegler. They spell it the same way. Ziegler over to Allen. Allen back up to Ziegler. This is a basketball family, the Zieglers, well known here in Detroit. Long three. No good by Calvin Marshall, rebounded by Owens. Ziegler, no, that was Johnson. Gives it up to Johnson. Johnson to Johnson. Swatted away quickly. Johnson shot by Davon Smith-Johnson. Checking into the contest for Owens is number 1, Sadiq Hayes, and number 13, Jordan Dotson. In for Henry Ford, number 12, Ajani Washington, and number 10, Donald Wilburn. Wilburn out of Warren Cousino, a freshman. Had a nice dunk last night. Pass goes in the backcourt, nearly stolen away by Hag. Henry Ford gets it back. Johnny Washington. Long three, no good by Henry Ford. Henry Ford working. Nice steal by Donald Wilburn. Keeps it. Goes in for the layup. Hit the glass. No good. Here comes Owens. It's number 14, Tariq Palmer. They call a foul. It's going to go against Henry Ford. Checking into the ball game is number 13, Jordan Dotson. Number 4, DeMar Moore with the basketball, being guarded. It's on a switch now by number 11, Smith-Johnson for Henry Ford. That was Wilburn on the rebound, gives it up to Ziegler. Ziegler to Washington, to Wilburn. Wilburn back to Washington. Washington taps his head, looking for a screen. He gets it. Smith-Johnson, Ziegler, Nice little handoff. Number 5, Elijah Roberts in the game. Misses the shot. Fouls on number 10, Wilburn. Into the contest for Owens, it's number 30, Garrett Murphy. Garrett Murphy, interesting spelling there. (15-14). DeMar Moore hands it off to number 1, Hag. Pull up, no good. Rebounded by Wilburn. Wilburn to Roberts. Roberts is quick as a cat. Down the floor to number 11, Smith Johnson. Misses the shot. Rebound. No, he makes the shot. 17-14. They got it in quick. Really quick. Moore in a handoff. Smith to Murphy. Here comes Henry Ford on the miss. Washington gets corrals the basketball, gets control of it to Ziegler at the logo. Long shot for 3. Omar Ziegler. I saw his dad yesterday, but I'm not going to call him Junior. 20-14. Trying to get some position there. It's DeMar Moore. Henry Ford picking up the defensive intensity now. 13 in the lane, up no good. That was Jordan Dotson on the miss. Henry Ford picking up the defensive intensity, 20-14. 20 seconds on that shot clock. DeMar Moore will inbound it. 20-14. Goes up top to Lewis Smith. Murphy over to number 1. Hag. Pull up. No good. Wilburn skied high to get the rebound. Roberts coming down. They want to run cross. Washington going to get him into it. Keeps it. Drives. No good. Rebound by number 13, Dotson over to Murphy. This is a fast-paced game. You got to keep up. DeMar Moore up top. DeMar Moore is looking. Cross court to Smith. On the wing. DeMar Moore's got it on the left wing this time. Right behind him to Murphy. Murphy is way off. That's an air ball 3. Zeke Price gave him some good minutes off the bench yesterday. Gives it up to Donald Wilburn. Gave it up to Roberts, had it stolen away, but he hustles. And Wilburn gets it back. Nice tip. Guys have a lot of speed, a lot of recovery speed. Number 0. So Erin comes out. Stop the play. The official stopped the play. You're not supposed to have that earring in, right? Roberts handed off to Washington. On the miss, Washington gets the rebound. Up no good. 3 black jerseys around the rim, and 14. Tyreg Palmer came away with it. Palmer gave it off to number 3, Joshua Johnson, who was directing traffic. There's a push. He's on the ground. That foul is going to be on number 0, Calvin Marshall. That's Marshall's first. Checking in for Henry Ford is number 55, Brian Everhart. The freshman out of Cardinal Mooney. Over to 14, Tyreg Palmer. Palmer gives it off to Johnson. Johnson gave it up to 55. Ziegler goes inside to Dotson, who's thrown out on the wing to Palmer. Palmer shot it and missed. Dotson the third. Out of control for Henry Ford. Turnover. Got to slow it down. Checking into the contest for Owens, CC, or re-entering is number 4, DeMar Moore. That's Johnson. Over to Ziegler, down low to Dotson. Defended by Devon Smith-Johnson. Smith-Johnson is out of Cleveland, Ohio. I told you, Coach searched far and wide for some new players because he knows every year this team has got to be right in the running in the NJCAA. And they've got some talent. Saw it on display last night. Nice pass inside. That was Dotson to Johnson. Resulted in a missed layup, but Henry Ford's coming right back. Kick ball right there. Washington kicks it out to Marshall. Marshall's off with the 3. DeMar Moore up the head to number 14, to Reg Palmer. (20-16). Washington gives up to Dotton the third. And he was fouled. And that foul's on number 4, DeMar Moore. Second. Out of the game goes Joshua Johnson for ONCC. Into the game is number 21, Machi Johnson. Long Reeb Everhart didn't make it. 2016. Ziegler missed it. Washington on a rebound for Henry Ford. One hands it. Did something crazy. Kick ball stops the penetration, stops the play. .7:20 left in the first half. Henry Ford 20, ONCC 16. Number 0, Calvin Marshall. They're going to call the foul on number 14 to Reg Palmer. His first, the team's 5th. 2016, inbounding the basketball is Marshall. Marshall gives it up to Washington. Dotton the third has it up top. He's working against Moore, DeMar Moore. Has to fight through a screen that was set by number 11, Smith-Johnson. There's a layup. That was Smith-Johnson on the layup. 22-16. Shot up, no good. Good, strong rebound. On the move is Washington right away. Had it stolen away by Moore, though. Moore looking up the floor. Gives it up to number 14, to Reg Palmer, who missed the 3. Rebounded by Marshall. Not a lot of fouls. Down the lane. Washington had that ball smacked away on a block. 21. Johnson misses. Ziegler gets it. And now they're going to call a foul on 55, Ziegler. Jordan Ziegler, foul number 55, Brian Everhart of Henry Ford. Back into the lineup for Owens. Number 1, Sadiq Hagg. And number 3, Joshua Johnson, return to the Express lineup. 22-16, pretty flawless in terms of stoppages for fouls and turnovers first half for both teams. Allen kicked it out to number 8, Gerald Dotton. 25-16. And it can get away from you quick when you're playing Henry Ford. 130 points they put up last night. Number 3, Joshua Johnson, being harassed, turned it over. Allen ends up with it, and spinning layup. 27-16. This is what they do. Henry Ford can score points in bunches. Couple chances at it. Monty Johnson takes it outside, shoots it, air ball 3. How many times have I said that today? Ends up in Allen's hands. Allen is looking. Swings it over to Everhart. Everhart decides, I'll pull up and take a 3. It's up no good. 14, Tarek Palmer kicks it out to number 3, Joshua Johnson. Allen ends up with the rebound over to Everhart along the wing. Up no good. And they're going to call Calvin Marshall on the push-off. Number 4. DeMar Moore going to take the ball out. Just creeping up on 4 minutes left in this fast-paced half. Long 3, up no good. Everhart ends up with the rebound. Had it stolen away. Easy layup, but contested by Elijah Roberts. That was Tarek Palmer on the lay. 27-18, Henry Ford. Allen kicks it out to Ziegler, wide open 3. It's good. This is how they do it. 30-18, Henry Ford. Long shot by Johnson, no good. Allen up ahead to Everhart. Everhart missed the 3. If it starts to fall, Owens is in trouble. DeMar Moore being guarded by Elijah Roberts from Henry Ford. Turned him right into Allen, who stole it away. Allen cross court to Everhart, but Monty Johnson came fighting back, knocked it out of bounds. Checking in for Henry Ford, number 10, the freshman, Donald Wilburn. Wilburn out of Warren Cousino. I made a mistake. Thought he was from Warren Lincoln yesterday. Number 5, Elijah Roberts had it stolen away by number 4, DeMar Moore. And to add insult to injury, Moore, on his way out of bounds, knocked it off of the speedy guard, Elijah Roberts. So Owens has the ball. They swing it. 2-man game between Hagg and Dotson. Yielded absolutely nothing. So Henry Ford Price. That's number 5. Elijah Roberts gives it up to Allen. Alley-oop time. I thought it was, but it turned into a nice layup nonetheless. 2 points. Zeke Price. (32-18). Defense has been pretty good for Henry Ford. They're protecting that rim. Ziegler up ahead to Roberts. Price got the rebound, couldn't score. Allen got it, kicked it out to Ziegler. Ziegler swings it to the freshman, number 10, Wilburn. They call a foul. 1:53 left. So at the free throw line for Henry Ford, number 10, Donald Wilburn, the freshman, had an electrifying dunk yesterday. Checking back into the ball game, number 30, Garrett Murphy for Owens Community College. Second free throw upcoming by Wilburn. Up, no good. Big time rebound by number 13, Jordan Dotson. Ziegler, Wilburn working on D for Henry Ford. Screen, fought it off. 30, Murphy. Shot up, no good. Allen on the rebound. Allen on the left side. Failed. Did his best Marcus Haynes impersonation. Layup by number 10, Donald Wilburn. Shut up, no good by Tarek Palmer. Henry Ford, Allen, nice head fake, missed the layup. 34-18, inside a minute. Roberts over to Allen. Allen swings it back up top to Ziegler from 3. Up, no good. It hit the post up top. So that's out of bounds. 48.33 left. Henry Ford has Ziegler. Roberts, Price, Washington, and Allen on the floor. Price gives it up to Allen. Allen turns it over, and here comes Owens. Number 13, Dotson, is fouled on number 1, Omar Ziegler. That's his second foul. 34-18, 24.14 left before halftime. At the line for Owens is number 13, Jordan Dotson. Nice crowd on hand for this matinee, Saturday matinee here at Alumni Gymnasium. Glad you could join us. Eric Pate with you. Henry Ford College Athletics streaming on YouTube, live streaming. First free throw by Dotson is good. 34-19. 19 points so far. Henry Ford's played good defense. Second shot is up and good by Dotson. Henry Ford could save it. Shot clock is off. This is one shot time. Washington is in no hurry. They're kind of a stack of 3 men with 2 guys on the baseline wing. Call a foul on number 14. At the free throw line is Washington. It's a miss. No, that's a make. 35-20. Second free throw is good. 36-20. Final 10 seconds. Owens is going to have to hurry. Number 4 down the lane. DeMar Moore scores it. 34-22. Washington, long one, is on target but missed it. That's the end of the first half. Halftime score, Henry Ford College 36, Owens Community College from Toledo, Ohio 22. You're listening to Hawks Athletics men's basketball here on the live streaming network on YouTube. All right, we're back at Memorial Gymnasium, and I'm happy to be joined by Mac Mansell, a former Henry Ford College Hawk, and Eric Pate, halftime score 36-22, favor of Henry Ford over Owens Community College. We're happy to be joined by Mac because, and I saw him and I said, hey, immediately I want to talk to him because, number one, he's one of the finest players that's played here. Number two, he's over at my alma mater, University of Detroit Mercy.
Yes,
And Mac, first of all, thanks for taking the time to join us. Tell us, what brings you back and, hey, why are you here?
Honestly, I have a lot of love for Henry Ford. You know what I'm saying? This is one of the best years of my life. I got some childhood friends that's on the team right now. My coaches are still on the staff and everything, so I just want to come back, show some love, watch some good basketball, and, say what up to everybody after the game. So I was definitely excited to come to the game, though.
And Mac, of course, you played here. Tell us a little bit about the years and how you did. I think a lot of folks remember those years.
So, I was here my freshman year. I was coming back. I had a great team. We had Carrington McCastle, Brandon McCreena. We just had a team that was all around from 1 through 12. We had players that can really play basketball. We loved playing with each other. We all listened to Coach Shep. You know what I'm saying? He was always giving us the good information, making us play hard, getting us in shape. And because we believed in it, we were able to go pretty far. A lot of players were able to move on and go to other schools and universities. So at the end of the day, we kind of achieved our goal. It would have been nice to win a national championship, but we made it pretty far. We got to the Elite Eight, so you know what I'm saying. It was definitely a fun year. Definitely a fun year. Now
college has been kind of an odyssey. Arkansas State University. I know a buddy of mine was coaching at Oakland University, Tony Jones. He would tell me about Mac Mansell. But tell me about Arkansas State and then transition to UDM.
So Arkansas State was pretty cool. I unfortunately ended up tearing my ACL 2 weeks before the season started, so I didn't get to have the year that I wanted to. It was set up very. I was in a good position. Even after the ACL, they took care of me, and the unfortunate part was my head coach got fired. So I was in a situation where it was I can stay, but I'm not really his recruit. I didn't really know what was going on. I was real good friends with Antoine Davis, who was at Detroit Mercy, and he had just left. So I reached out to him. I asked him, would your coach or would Coach Davis mess with me and allow me to come to the school? And he said, yeah, come this way. We'll believe in you. And it was just it was a give back year for me, honestly. Me coming back from my ACL, I tore it when I was younger, and the recovery process this time as a little older was a little longer, and it was a little harder than I remember it being. So last year was not a great showing by me, and I guess also the school, because we didn't win so many games, which is very unfortunate and not what I wanted it to be. And so this year is kind of a give back year. We got a whole new team, whole new squad. I got me. Shout out my guy Emmanuel. He was here with me last year, and so we're just looking to build on just starting the foundation and just keep going from there.
Well, last thing before we let you go, I apologize. I kind of can't say, hey, what happened the other night? But do you get that in the city? Are guys recognizing who you guys are over now that you're at UDM?
Yeah, every now and then it'll be some people that come up to me like, hey, I seen the game. This is what's going on. How you feeling about this game coming up and everything? And I like it. You gotta be prepared for the wins and the losses. When you win, of course, everybody's on your side. But when you're losing, everybody's kind of asking what's going on. So you just got to be ready for anything that happens. And of course, we go into every game trying to win. So we out here playing our hardest, trying our best, and eventually with how we working and how we're doing it right now, some wins will come this year for sure. So
and just another thing, how much do you owe the people here at Henry Ford College
oh my goodness.
for preparing you?
I owe them literally the world. It's unfortunate because this is one of the first times I was able to come back and actually see a game, and I want to do it so much more often. Me and my brother used to come up here and get workouts in all the time, but they changed my life. Coming from high school to Henry Ford, this is one of the best things that's ever happened to me, honestly. And I'm very grateful for it. And shout out to all my coaches, Brad, Shep, Payne, all of them. They just showed a lot of love, especially the Henry Ford community. You know what I'm saying? It was always love from the time I got here. So I am very grateful, definitely.
Well, Mac, good luck over at UDM. Tell Coach Monty we'll see him. Coach Mark Montgomery, of course, and Lamonte Stone. He's a fraternity brother of mine. And, hey, we'll see you in Titan territory, but thank you for stopping by.
Definitely. Appreciate you.
All right, more after this. You're listening to Henry Ford Hawks basketball on the live stream network on YouTube.
Yes, sir. Sounds good. Appreciate it.
You, man.
Thanks for having me.
Let's get a pic, man.
Sounds good.
Come on, Emmanuel. All right, we're back here at Memorial Gymnasium. We appreciate Emmanuel Quach and Mac Mansell, not to be confused with Mike Mansell, for joining us here at halftime. Start of the second half. Henry Ford has the ball. Allen over to Ziegler. We'll go over some of the halftime statistics in just a second. Just thought it was a good time to get Mack, who was one of the finer players to ever play here at Henry Ford College. Long three was up, no good. But a rebound basket right there by Ziegler. 38-22. Here comes Allen. Allen, nice drop off to Ziegler. It's a foul there. And that foul was on number 55, Ziegler. Jordan Ziegler on the foul, his second since Omar Ziegler from Henry Ford College to the line. 38-22. Missed the free throw. Leading scorers. First half, Gerald Dotton III had 8. Omar Ziegler and Mari Allen each had 6. And Davion Smith-Jackson had 5. Missed the second one. There's a foul on the play, too. Mari Allen is called for it. That's his second foul. Team's first. In the first half for Owens Community College, number 6, Tarek Palmer had 6. Sadegh Hag had 5. And DeMar Moore and Jordan Dotson had 4 apiece for Owens in the first half. 38-22. This is not the offensive showing that we had the other night. Last night, there's a turnover on Ziegler. Number 11, Davion Smith-Jackson. And the program had Davon Smith-Johnson on the worksheet, on the stat sheet at Davion Smith-Jackson. We'll go with that. There's Dotson on the layup, makes it 40-24. Henry Ford in that first half, 36%. They shot 36%. From 3, they shot 25%. (40-24). Number 4, DeMar Moore kicks it up top to number 21. And 14, Palmer on the miss. Dotson back for Henry Ford. Cherry pick, 42-24. Henry Ford in control of this game. Things are going right for him, that's for sure. 3-point basket for Owens, 42-27. Allen, nice move. Stood him up and shook him and took it to the basket. Sadegh Hag was guarding Allen, but Allen froze him. 44-27. Long 3. Up no good by Dotson. Ziegler with the rebound. Or that might have been number 11. Smith-Jackson, who handed it off to Ziegler. Ziegler comes through. Allen one-handing it. Allen could run it too, but he's been running the point. They swing it pretty effectively down low. Smith-Jackson holds on to it. The ball movement has been good. The pace has been nice. They just haven't been on that offensive barrage. the back-to-back thing can be tough. That was a true night game yesterday into an afternoon. So less than 24 hours, you got 2 games. Strong move by number 11, Smith Johnson. Fouled on his way to the basket by number 13. Jordan Dotson. Now he's at the free throw line. 16:57 left to play in regulation. 44-27 Henry Ford. First free throw up, no good. By Smith Jackson. They got to get this roster thing right because I want to get these names right. On the stat sheet it says Smith Johnson. On the roster says Smith Johnson. Second shot up by number 11, Davion Smith Jackson. Makes it 45-27. Mackie Johnson, no good. Long rebound by Allen. Allen pushing it up the left-hand side. Throws a lob. Oh, he missed him all the way. That was number 0, Calvin. It was intended for Calvin Marshall. Oh, had he caught that, this place would have erupted. 45-27, kind of a ho-hum kind of game. But that kind of stuff, man. Handoff, number 1, Hag. Kicks it deep to number 4. DeMar Moore missed it. Long rebound. Marshall drops it off for Dot in the third for a layup. 47-27. 16:07 left. DeMar Moore looks like he's hurt. Deep near the bench, it's Hag. Hag jump stop, looking for a place to go. He was surrounded by 3 Hawks. Long 3 by Machi Johnson. M-A-C-H-I, Machi Johnson with a long 3. 47-30 timeout with 15:39 left to play in regulation. Henry Ford leads it. They'll take a timeout. We'll take a timeout. Back with you in a second. Thanks, guys. Can't nobody beat Ohio State, man, from a traditional Big Ten. Back at Memorial Gymnasium on the campus of Henry Ford College. Score, Henry Ford 47. Owens Community College 30. Fouls on Owens, number 1. Hag, his second foul. Allen. Marshall making something happen here. Jump stop, pass, tried to pass it inside to Allen. It was tipped by a Owens defender. Nice move. Smith Jackson, no good. Here comes Owens. Up, no good. And that Allen comes right back. Tip in by Henry Ford, 49-30. And number 13 for Owens, Jordan Dotson, is hurt. Into the lineup for the Express is number 5, Dominic Kennedy. Don't think he's been in all game. Number 5, Elijah Roberts. And number 10, Donald Wilburn, check in for Henry Ford as Dotton III and Omar Ziegler head to the bench. So Henry Ford has Allen and Roberts up top. They've got Smith Jackson, Wilburn, and number 0, Calvin Marshall on the floor. That foul's on number 10, Donald Wilburn, his second foul. Good basket by number 14, Tyreg Palmer. Makes it 49-32 with 14:44. He missed the free throw. Rebound by Wilburn. Wilburn can play the guard position and that 3. A 2 and a 3 I see out of that kid. Allen with the basket. 51-32. Euro step and good basket by number 14. Tyreg Palmer. Allen swings it out to number 11. Smith Jackson. And that foul's on number 14. Palmer. Headed to the line. Davion, number 11, going to shoot 2, 51-34. 14:03 left to play in regulation. First free throw is up. No good. Free throws have been kind of sporadic here for the Hawks. Timeout, a 30-second timeout. 30-second timeout. Taken. 52-34 with 14:03 left to play. Eric Pate here. Men's basketball. Henry Ford won last night against Lakeland. Big win. 130-84. In case you just joined us, the women, they took it on the chin here today. And last night, 0-2 start. Last night was a little bit more impressive than today. Today was a rough one for the women. And I'm actually looking for the stat sheet. As the women took it on the chin pretty hard. 80-34 to Owens. 46-point loss, and Coach Hankins really excited. And I think she has reason for optimism. I think just some of the girls need some more games under their belt and more practice work. Back to the action here, 52-34. 14 was headed to the rim. Wilburn was met at the rim by several Express players. Here he is, Wilburn. That kid gets after it. 54-34, back up to 20 points again. Tyreg Palmer, DeMar Moore, and those guys from Owens. They're having a rough time out here. Henry Ford's roster, let's set it straight. They're five on the floor for them. As a long shot by Moore goes off. and it's rebounded by Wilburn, given to Ziegler. Ziegler turns the corner, gets a bump, and scores it. Ziegler's looking good. He's strong. They wanted him healthy, and he has been. Long shot by Mackie Johnson, no good. Ziegler stays in bounds on the long pass from Allen. Gets a little dunk. And he's flexing his muscles, and for good reason. 58-34, Henry Ford. Timeout. It's a full timeout, so we'll take a timeout. You're listening to Henry Ford College Hawks basketball right here on the live streaming network on YouTube. All right, we're back here at the Memorial Gymnasium here on the campus of Henry Ford College, 58-34. Henry Ford's played pretty good defense. That combination has worked pretty good. Moore to Palmer. Tyreg Palmer on the layup, 58-36. Henry Ford still up. Foul by number 11, Lewis Smith. Elijah Roberts, quick kid, gets to the basket. Elijah Roberts out of Garden City Community College. 58-36. 12-14 left to play. First shot is up and it's good. Back into the lineup for Owens is number 55, Jordan Ziegler. Next shot coming up here by Elijah Roberts. Roberts misses it, and it's rebounded by Tyreg Palmer. Moore being guarded by Roberts. Moore cross court to Ziegler. Ziegler called for traveling. He was in a hurry. You can't do that. You just can't. Everhart from deep. Up, no good. Rebounded by Ziegler. Ziegler gives it up to Wilburn. Wilburn back to Ziegler. Ziegler working against Dotson. Ziegler call for traveling. Ziegler swings it over to DeMar Moore. DeMar Moore gives it up to number 30, Murphy. Murphy gave it up to DeMar Moore, and there's a foul. Now that foul was called against Roberts. It's kind of a cheapie. But nonetheless, Moore will go to the line because the officials run the game, not me. My opinions do not matter. But that was kind of sus, as they say. So at the line is number 4, DeMar Moore. Seems like he has not come out of the game. Checking back into the lineup for the Express number 1, Sadiq Hag. Second shot is up, and it's good. 59-38, 11:02 left. Ziegler going to inbound it. Smith-Jackson in the hands of Roberts. He's been running the point here for a couple minutes on the floor. Nice spin move, gets away from his defender, had a clear lane. I think he was surprised. Layup, 61-38. This thing's expanding. Henry Ford starting to pick up the pace. Moore looking. Gives it up to Palmer. Palmer back up top to Moore. Calling for a screen is Moore. Moore swings it out to number 30, Murphy. Murphy to 14. Tyreg Palmer ends up in the hands of Wilburn for Henry Ford. Quick gasses it down, passes it off to Everhart. Long three. That's what he did yesterday in the second half. He got in the books. 64-38. Coming up on 10 minutes, halfway through the second half. 26-point lead by the Hawks. They played pretty good basketball today. Nice drive. Stick back up, no good. Sigler. And that foul is on number 1. Hag. His third, checking into the contest, number 13, Jordan Dotson. Henry Ford, as Mac Mansell said, a traditional power in Division II NJCAA. You have to have talent in junior college ranks. That pass was anticipated. Ziegler stole it from Ziegler and gets his basket. Jordan Ziegler. Got to find out they're related. Number 0, been off a little bit today, Calvin Marshall, kid from Western, 64-40. DeMar Moore all the way to the basket, no good. Number 12, Johnny Washington. They fouled him. Number 4 fouled him. DeMar Moore fouled him. So Washington gets to go to the line. Second shot is good. 66-40. Stepped out of bounds. Number 14, Tyreg Palmer. So to go back to Henry Ford. 8:46 left, 66-40. Pretty routine outing for Henry Ford so far. Washington. Sadiq Hag on his arms, riding him. Oh, man. Number 12 caught me watching the action. Washington found a clear lane and missed that dunk. Nice move but if he got it, he had to finish it. That was a foul. Number 8, Gerald Dotton III, his third at the line. Number 4, DeMar Moore. First shot is up, and it's no good. Drive to the basket by Ziegler. It's up and it's good. 66-42. Roberts. Cross-court pass to Everhart. Everhart stepped out of bounds. Three by number 14, Tereg Palmer, is good. 66. 66. They haven't counted it. 45. With 7:53 left to play. You're watching Hawks basketball on the Henry Ford Athletics live stream on YouTube. All right, 7:53 left to play. Henry Ford College up on Owens Community College, 66-45. Everhart, long shot, long three, up no good, rebounded by Tereg Palmer, who gave it up to Ziegler, who scores the layup. And he's fired up about it because he's got a chance for an and one. Who fouled him? That's 4 fouls on number 8, Dotton the third. Right off the bench comes number 11 for Henry Ford, Smith Jackson, and Amari Allen. Jordan Ziegler's free throw attempt was up, no good. He missed it, but it was rebounded by his teammate, and he ends up with it. Missed the shot. Marshall gave it up to Allen. Allen kicked it out to Everhart. Everhart cross court to Ziegler, waited for his man to fly, and scores a layup. Moore took the head fake, jumped in the air. Ziegler waited for him to land and just laid it up right under. Layup. Tereg Palmer. 68-49. Errand pass. That was an errand pass. And there's a layup and there's a foul. Layup by Tereg Palmer. Foul on number 0, Calvin Marshall. So at the line for an and one try, they could cut it to 16, cut this lead to 16. It's Tereg Palmer. They're going to pull Marshall out right now. So on the floor for Henry Ford, Everhart. At the line, 14. Tereg Palmer scores it. Allen, Ziegler, Smith-Jackson, Wilburn, and Ziegler all on the floor. It's a foul on number 0. On number 1, Hag. That's his 4th. Foul trouble is an issue now for Henry Ford. They're going to put Roberts right in there for Everhart. Allen missed the first free throw. Here comes the second one. 68-52, 6:36 left. And he missed both of them. 68-52. Don't look now, but Owens could cut it to 14. 14's better than being down what they were a few minutes ago, 22. Palmer looked like he traveled and got away with it. With the Euro step and everything else, you don't know what a travel is now. Allen can't find the basket, had it stolen away. So they got another chance to cut it to 14 or 13. Looked like he lost it. Looks like number 4, DeMar Moore, lost it. But back in the contest, Jordan Dotson. Dominic Kennedy checks out for the Express. Back up top, 21. Maki Johnson. Ziegler on the rebound. They had 2 opportunities to cut it to 14 and couldn't do it. Talking about Owens. Cutting the baseline off. Smith-Jackson being checked hard by number 13, Jordan Dotson. Ziegler missed the layup. They got a tussle going on here. Allen and number 13, Jordan Dotson. But they're going to call the foul on number 2, Allen. Called the foul. Now they're in a tie-up, and he calls the foul. That's kind of questionable. Allen, Roberts, Ziegler, Wilburn, Smith-Jackson on the floor for the Hawks. At the line for, with the shooting the 1-and-1 was number 13, Jordan Dotson. Missed the front end. Henry Ford's coming down. They've had some good fortune there, because 3 times, the lead is 16, 3 times Owens had a chance to cut it and couldn't. Number 13, Jordan Dotson. It's called for the foul. Ziegler going to step to the line. We're going to set this Owens line up for you in just a second. Number 13, Jordan Dotson. Ziegler missed the front end. Number 14, Tereg Palmer up high. Number 13 for the rebound. 13 is Dotson. Number 4, DeMar Moore. Number 21, Mackie Johnson. And number 1, Sadiq Hay. It's a nice lineup for Owens. This score stayed 68-52 for about a minute and a half. 3 times Owens had a chance to cut it and couldn't. Mackie Johnson checks out. Number 30, Garrett Murphy back into the contest. Coming up just under 5 minutes, 68-52. Allen has gone cold on us. Number 5, Elijah Roberts kicks it out to Wilburn. Wilburn kicks it out to Ziegler, who hit a very long three. 71-52. Ziegler doesn't score in bunches, but he's kind of a consistent, dependable scorer. All right, Owens gives it to Murphy. Murphy missed the three, and there's Allen with that rebound. He's pushing it. Ziegler being guarded closely by number 1, Hag, and the way that you shut that down is to make a move and get the dunk, but then he's called for a tech. Unbelievable. Don't know what he did. I need a replay. He scored. I don't know how there's a tech on that play. Nonetheless, DeMar Moore's going to shoot. First one's up, no good. Ball don't lie, line don't lie. He just put a good move on a kid, dunked on him, and got a tech. Next shot is up. It's good. So back into the contest for Henry Ford, number 12, Johnny Washington, number 13, Azani Zeke Price. So you got Allen, Washington, Price, Smith Jackson, and Elijah Roberts. Number 4, DeMar Moore gives it up to Murphy. He missed it. Allen kicks it out to the side. Number 12 is Johnny Washington. Washington gives it up to Elijah Roberts. Roberts gives up to Smith Jackson, back to Washington. 3 times. 76-53. Ford down low to number 13. Dotson, the shot was blocked by number 11, Smith Jackson. And Henry Ford got to running. Washington slowed it down. 76-53. Long shot is up, no good. Put back by Allen. He's found the basket again. 78-53. Now it's a 25-point lead. College basketball, it is back. Murphy, he says, forget it, I'll pull. No good. Roberts. Roberts, nice entry pass to Smith Jackson. Smith Jackson. Back in the ball game for Henry Ford, number 55, Brian Everhart, kid out of Cardinal Mooney, into the lineup for Owens, number 1, Sadiq Hag, and number 14, Tyreg Palmer. Layup makes it 80-53. Didn't see who scored that one, but we're coming up on 2 minutes. 80-53. Layup is up no good as Roberts shoots the three, up no good. Rebounded by Moore. Moore pushing it, up no good. Rebounded by Allen. He's harassed and commits an offensive foul. Bryden Burnett was riding him, and they're going to call Allen for the elbow. Allen is protesting, but to no avail. That is foul number 4. 1:22 left. 80-53. Pass inside, stolen away by Roberts. Roberts to Everhart. Everhart goes in there with the trees in the paint, but he was fouled. Hey, has a Charlie horse, it looks like. 21. Johnson, Maki Johnson, back into the ball game. That is a cramp that kid is suffering from. He hobbled. Everhart, first free throw up, no good. They've missed a ton of free throws. If there's anything I think Henry Ford can work on, is those free throws. You're going to need them. Next one's up, and it's good by Everhart. 81-53, coming up on a minute left. Long shot by Johnson's up, no good. Allen up ahead to Washington. The athleticism of these guys. 83-53, long pass. 46.80 seconds left. Henry Ford is going to win this one. Not quite like yesterday, but just the same, they win. Washington with the layup. 85-53. There's Johnson with the layup, Maki Johnson. 85-55. Henry Ford, shot clock is still on. There's about a 4-second differential. Maki Johnson's going to show out here. No, he just lays it up. 16 seconds left, 85-57. I don't think Henry Ford's going to shoot it. So they're going to end up with maybe a 28-point win. 85-57, not bad. And that final score, Henry Ford College 85, Owens Community College 57. It's your final score. Doubleheader, weekend doubleheader. Both days, Friday, Saturday, you come out of a back-to-back with 2-0 record. That's not bad. It's not bad at all. Let's see if we can get Coach up here and have a few words. See if he looks up. See if we can get him. See if we can get Coach. He's going to have the guys sit down and see if we can't grab him real quick. So we're going to look for the coach. Grab him real quick. 85-57. And we're trying to get a hold of Coach. Good defense in that first half. What were some of the positives and some of the negatives, that, if there were any, in this game for you today?
I mean, defensively, we guarded in the first half. I think we held them to 10 points in the last 12 minutes. That's pretty good. Didn't shoot it well, which is going to happen. You're not going to shoot it like you did yesterday all the time. But I was pleased with our defensive effort for the most of the game. There's about 5 minutes there in the second half where I had to break the clipboard because we don't want to guard because we think we're up 25 and we don't have to play. So I got time for it.
Yeah. Well, Coach, talk about what the preseason, or not preseason, but the games before the conference means in preparation for this team.
Ultimate goal is national title. We haven't been there. I keep saying the same things. I purposely didn't fill out the preseason ranking thing because I didn't want to be ranked preseason. I'm tired of being top 5 in the country and then not winning a national title. So, we scheduled. We go to North Carolina. Davis & Davies, the number 1 team in the country. We go play Vincennes in a week, who's a top 5 Division I JUCO. Several NBA guys over the years. So we've scheduled ourselves to try to play the best and see if we can. Yesterday Lakeland was the top 25 in the country. So we're trying to schedule the best we can, and we'll see what we got.
Yeah, well, Coach, any closing comments, any closing thoughts coming out of the weekend?
I thought we played hard overall. Like I said, I was pleased with our defense. Far more pleased with our defense today than I was yesterday. Yesterday, the difference was we shot it better. But we're gonna be all right. We just got to continue to get better and stop worrying about if we score. We think we played well.
Coach, I'm gonna let you go after this one. Omar Ziegler, 17. That's a sneaky 17. Amari Allen, 16, 14 by Gerald Dotton III, and then 13 off the bench. 4 guys in double figures. That was a Johnny Washington at 13.
Yeah, we don't have a true scorer this year. I mean, Calvin's pretty close to it in terms of we can go get through him to get a shot. But in years past, we've had a guy that we just throw to on the wing and let him go to work. Calvin is more of a jump shooter who can go down the block and do those things. So we're going to be more balanced in terms of how we score. As long as we defend at the level that we need to, we get out and run and share it, we'll be all right.
Okay, well, Coach, really appreciate it. Go ahead and enjoy, celebrate with your team, and great weekend. And, hey, we'll talk some more soon.
Yeah, if he's still watching, shout out to my father-in-law, Mr. Bill Steeder, William Steeder Jr.
All right, Mac Mansell stopped by too, man.
Yeah, Mac's in the building. I got to go run out and get to him.
Okay, well, Coach, thanks again. We love talking to you, and that's going to conclude our broadcast here from the Memorial Gymnasium. Final score, Henry Ford College 85, Owens Community College from outside of Toledo, Ohio, 57. Eric Pate, on behalf of the entire athletic department, we want to say thank you for joining us. Continue to support us on the live stream on YouTube, and we'll see you again coming up next week. It'll be next Friday, the women. Take care.